Our next guests have been delighting and tormenting us for the last 5 or so years. They're the masterminds behind maybe the greatest show ever on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. It ends for good right here on ABC. The show is called Lost. Please say hello to Damon Lindelof and Carlton Cuse. Does it really have to end? I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be mad if you guys go, you know what, we're going to keep going with this and do another season.
One more year, sure. No, this is it, man.
One more year.
Yeah. I mean, no one would care if we were not ending the show.
Yeah, people would care, I think, one way or the other. But I think me personally, I don't know, I really realize how hollow my life is now. Because it's like even when it wasn't on the air, I was waiting for it to come back, and I knew it was there. But now it's just not anymore.
We feel the same way. It's weird for us to actually be done. We kind of keep stretching it out. And,
right.
You know,
we finished the show on Monday. We put the last shot in, and now it's kind of incredible that actually on Sunday, that's it. It's going to be done. But
you guys joined the ranks of the unemployed on Sunday.
Yes, we are.
We're making our signs for the freeway on-ramp, you know?
Yeah. You guys have made it very clear that once the show is done, you're not talking about it.
That's right. This is kind of it.
This is our last interview.
This is it, yeah. But will you maybe, like, in a couple of years talk about it, or will you never talk about it?
We're definitely. I mean, I don't think it's going to take a couple of years. I mean, I think we're
be like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're attention whores. So, you know, I mean, we say we're going into radio.
I have something so great that you guys, I don't think know I have. I got this from ABC.
Uh-oh.
This is the original pitch for the show. I'm not making this up. Now there's a big thing in network television. They worry about people being able to follow, because if you can't follow the show, then you lose viewers as it goes on. But this is the pitch.
Oh, man.
And here it is in bold, right here. The big question: is the show self-contained or serialized? Self-contained. Seriously, we promise. Yes, the mystery surrounding the island may serve an ongoing and easy-to-follow mythology. But every episode has a beginning, middle, and end. More importantly, the beginning of the next episode presents an entirely new dilemma to be resolved that requires no knowledge of the episode that preceded it. Except for the rare two-parter. This is not lip service. We are absolutely committed to this conceit. Lost can and will be just as accessible on a weekly basis as a traditional procedural drama. Viewers will be able to drop in any time and be able to follow exactly what's going on in a story context. How can we ever trust you with anything?
Well, I mean, first off, JJ wrote that. You know, look, there is when you're selling, you have to when you're on a first date, you don't go, "Hey, I have syphilis." You know, you have to stretch it out a little bit.
Reveal that later
bury the
on.
lead. Sorry, honey. By the way.
Well, that is, I love that. I tell you, I read that like 35 times, just laughed at myself like a maniac.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, though, the fact that the show is hard to follow is what is one of the things that's great about it, and one of the things that makes the ending so exciting, because people, I mean, this is like, you know, this is like a movie that's been going on for 100 hours, and now you want to see the last 2.5, and you're just dying to, and I'm dying to see it, but I don't want it to be over. Why is the finale 2.5 hours instead of 2?
Well, basically, we wrote the script, and the network sort of said, you know, it might be a little long. And we were like, no, we'll just edit it in post, and then once
we'll have everybody walk really fast.
Yeah,
you know, that's the other thing.
They'll be trekking.
Yeah.
They'll be running when they're trekking.
Right, sure.
But when we actually started editing the show, we realized this was the end. We couldn't push stories or scenes off into future seasons, and it was just too long to fit into a 2-hour time slot. So we went to ABC and said, "You're right. The script was too long. We have too much stuff, but it's all great. Please look at this version of it and see if you can extend the show." And they did, and they loved it, and so they gave us an extra half hour.
That's great. I've never heard of that happening before. I ask for an extra half hour almost every night, and they say no. Will I cry during the finale?
Yes.
We hope so. We do.
Well, I think you will.
I think I probably will, too.
When's the last time you cried?
I
You don't
I
strike me
killed
as
some dogs.
Oh, well, there you go.
No.
Then definitely.
I don't cry easily.
Oh,
well,
there's going to be a lot of dog killing.
No, there's no dog
yeah.
killing. No.
Joking.
Will we see
actually
Vincent, the dog?
Vincent lives. Vincent is safe. That's our lost spoiler.
All right. Because people care more about dogs than humans.
They do.
They do.
That's true. Walt, will we get some insight into why he had those powers many years ago? Or is he just too tall now to...
Yeah, well, you know, Walt, Malcolm David Kelly, when we cast him on the show, he was 11 years old playing an 8-year-old, and then when his voice started to drop over the course of the first season, we said, we better get that kid
put
on
him
a
on a
raft.
raft, man.
Yeah,
Get him
off
kidnapped.
the island. And now
he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So I told you to go
like,
with midgets, and nobody listens to
Nobody,
me.
we didn't listen. But we can say this, that your question might not be resolved in the finale itself, but we think we've come up with sort of a clever way to answer it.
Okay.
And so the storytelling of Lost is not entirely done, but the finale sort of speaks for itself.
We have a clip from the finale, and is there anything we need to know going into this?
I think, yeah, well, it's not going to give anything too massive away, but it's a scene that involves some of our favorite people, and will hopefully whet people's appetite for it.
Let's get wet together. Take a look. Here's Oh, well, indeed. Oh, Commonwealth.
That's an interesting... Jimmy, Jimmy is really probably the biggest fan of the show that we have, and we are so grateful for your support. So we actually have a little present for you.
You do?
Yeah, we do. We like to... actually, Guillermo has it. I don't know how you summon Guillermo. Yeah.
Guillermo!
What is this?
There it is. Now,
Wow, look at that.
now, basically, the last time we were on the show, we noticed that you were sort of in awe of the fact that we had been immortalized on velvet.
Yeah, that is beautiful. Thank you. And thank you so much. And let me just say to you guys, thank you. You know, we've done so many comedy bits, and you guys are very funny, and I'm choked up now already. But the show is just great, and thank you on behalf of the community. There you go, Damon and Darlton, the 2.5-hour series finale airs Sunday night at 9 on ABC. We'll